should meet
Yo.
up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Okay, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Return to special story mode to continue the story. I thought I am. This is kind of embarrassing. I just logged back into the game and I realized I have completely missed out on Skirk's banner. But whatever. It's not like I had the Primogems or anything anyways. And I wasn't actually the biggest fan of her playstyle, at least from what I've seen in the trial that we did last episode. Now I just came back and I got Stellar Reunion because apparently I haven't checked out the game in 2 weeks. Time really does fly by. And to my surprise, I was already jump scared by Paimon's new voice actress, which sounds way more softer. And we luckily are way behind with the story quest and all that. We still get to hear Paimon's old voice. And every time I see like a little clip of Paimon's new voice, I can't judge so far. I've heard like 5 seconds of it, but the first time I heard it, I was like, dude, why did I not audition? I'm pretty sure I said this in the last episode as well. Because my Paimon sounds stanky, and Paimon, in my opinion, is supposed to sound a little bit stanky because she's about to throw hands. Like, especially when she's talking to Venti. Anyway, we are back in Genshin Impact, guys, and we have waited way too long, so that means the new banner is already here. And by new banner, it is MONDSTADT, who is not new at all. But we're just gonna try that out real quick, because I can't really remember what their playstyles are. We're gonna start with Emily, because I just prefer doing the normal trial stage instead of having to do side quests and the Natlan ones, but you gotta do this to test out the Night Soul Blessing or whatever. We're just gonna skip the introduction here because technically we've read that when she came out. I just can't really remember. I think she's pretty cute. Her hair is a bit chopped maybe, but I like her outfit, I like the color scheme. Do I like the playstyle though? Is what we're gonna find out, and she seems way too slow for me to enjoy her control. Yeah, I guess I definitely prefer Mavuika out of these two because at least I can cruise around with a literal motorcycle. Like, who am I? Shadow the Hedgehog? I probably am, yes. And meanwhile, this is like, she's moving very slow. Like, it may not look like it, but when you're pressing the buttons, it doesn't go like bam, 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 you know? Like, let me see, like, this is like fast-paced, this is more enjoyable. Or like him, that's, okay, that's mid, but Bennett is also slower. But Emily is like, yeah. I guess Chlorinde is like, not Chlorinde. Chlorinde also, I don't have her. I would pull for her if she had a comeback. I was gonna say Escoffier, that's the character I meant. She's pretty fast-paced, and she was the character I really wanted to pull, and thankfully we also got her, which is not too long ago, because I be slacking off with these Genshin videos at the moment, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard to get back into the game, but I'm just too far behind, and at this point I kind of missed my chance. It's like when you see people go to the gym and everyone's like already making progress and you're like, okay, I'm too late to even start now, so you're just not starting. So that's me with Genshin Impact, if that does make any sense. We also got Yansan, who's also pretty fast, but she's a 4-star, so I don't know. I don't really am that patient with leveling 4-stars. I'm not patient, what's the word? But you're like dedicated. I'm not really dedicated to level 4 stars because I'm hardly dedicated to level 5 stars. I just did for Escoffier because I love her, because she reminds me of Sanji Windsmoke. And that was my only reason to pull for her in the first place. And because, wait, no, she's not. Is she a crowd catalyst? No, she's a, what's it called? A spare user, polearm user. But she kind of looks like a catalyst because we don't see her weapon that often. And what I just found out in the last time I played, there's the motorcycle. Oh my god, yeah, let's go! Can't believe they have basically cars in Genshin Impact. That still doesn't make sense to me. That's so random. What I wanted to say is that what I found out in co-op recently is that when you use Escoffier's E, she spawns like a crock pot or something, right? Cooking pot. I played too much Don't Starve. I don't know what it's called, but you know, an oven, basically a stove. That's what you call it in real life, I guess. And when you charge it with elemental attacks, it gives you for free a meal. Not like a recipe, but like an actual meal. And there's like a chance of it being a rare 5-star meal. And that, to me, is crazy. It's like none of the recipes you can learn in game, I guess. So you just do that like 3 or 4 times and you get like 3 to 4 different dishes, and that's crazy. I guess I don't know what they do, but I guess like mostly they up your attack or like your defense, something like that, like basically fighting based. I can't really pay attention to a fighting style, but I guess that's a good thing because that means I'm having fun. And she's fast and she's hot, like literally, and I can ride up mountains with that. So I just want to see her Q. Oh,
The end of our legacy.
I literally killed the Archon. Does it still mean I... Okay. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna see her Q, I guess. Exit level. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. We don't have Primer Gems, basically. I guess I just got like 100 from Stellar Reunion login. So we're just gonna pull just for a bit of it. Her weapon also looks so... Oh, but also the pole arm looks so pretty. I could give that to Scoffier. Do I want to pull for a weapon or do I want to pull for Mavica? We're just gonna pull for her once, I guess. My pity's so low anyway. I would have like much better luck pulling on the weapon. I still have enough for one? Okay. My math doesn't add up. We're gonna pull for the weapon now because I want to give that to Scoffier. If we are lucky enough to get it, which I don't think. Okay, wait, we can buy one more from the shop. And then, I promise, and then we're gonna go back to Albedo's quest. Because we need to catch up on that, and I know it's gonna be long as hell, so, we're gonna talk to Jean. Let me in, it's me, hello there. Oh, you two, let me know if you're ready, I will head out. I'm ready. Alright, follow me. Sorry, I just had a bit of soda, so, just got choked up on my words here. This is professional, guys, this is oh, soundtrack. Let me take a sip of my soda and hope that I don't have to voice act now. Oh, we're back in a trial! Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to do this for real.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Herfer represents the prosecution and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order.
Alright, everyone sit down. I said everyone sit down.
Ms. Herfer, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several MONDSTADT citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Why do I feel like it was still manipulated using alchemy?
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Oh, I thought she was voiced like Hanselmann. Oh my god, this is so German. I thought she was voiced acted last episode.
Hanselmann, male, 46 years old. Marital status, single. Occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Dialog found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselmann. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of the decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
No problem.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed. In other words, he sacrificed the good people of MONDSTADT for his own gain. A truly vile act.
I still don't think he's guilty. It must have been the clone.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
She's gonna say it's D-Look's fault. I'm no longer in love with him.
Another one.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
Already miss Paimon's old voice, and it's still here in this quest. Should have been me.
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master D-Luke saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
To be honest, I'm too lazy to work as a voice actor. I can hardly manage doing my own shit. Otherwise, these videos would be coming 2 times a day, and not once a month or something like that. Sorry.
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master D-Luke. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master D-Luke in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation.
I mean, at least you just witnessed it and you weren't part of it, you know?
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The 2 witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in MONDSTADT. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
Is that me? Evidence we found in Albedo's office? Oh, shit.
The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map.
Alright, and that's where the bodies were found, I guess, right? Yeah.
This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes.
Does this map belong to you?
Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations?
Yes.
You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable.
No!
Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
Gugu Gaga. What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Why do I feel like every time Hertha says something, it seems quite personal?
It's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow, until someone comes along and brushes it away.
You got a compliance? Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? Do you want us to help you? Okay. If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? And it's pretty windy in Dragonspine.
Yaki, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you've visited the third location marked on the map as well.
Yes. I remember it was a grave or something, like. It was like dug deeper than the other ones or something like that.
Can you tell us what you found?
Yes, Your Honor. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
But I guess it crawled out of it. It came back to life, and that's the real Albedo. Or a fake Albedo, I don't know. The clone. I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Alright, Danganronpa minigame. The third marked location. Interpret.
The third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside. But there was no body or any remains whatsoever.
Okay, what do we got here? The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where Diluc saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. Diluc described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. Diluc found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed this version of events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up, despite her crush. Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. What about this one? The first marked location is near MONDSTADT. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The human remains, wait. According to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone belonged to a MONDSTADT citizen, and the witness accounts suggested Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones, and does that mean he's the killer? I guess it's this one. No, it doesn't make any sense. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, difference between the marked locations. Albedo marked these three locations on a map found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all three locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first two locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the third ground, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manners of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? Because, as you just said, they live in Dragonspine? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole at the third location has been there longer than the other two. But if the hole at the third location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? It's the other Albedo! Albedo's identity. Yeah, this one. Most people know Albedo as alchemist and the captain of the investigation team. But in truth, he's the Kreideprinz, a sympathetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold Reindeter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never just... Wait, what if Reindeter is like showing up and he tried to get rid of her? What if she's the female body he tried to like get rid of? Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Then we got a Dragonspine ecosystem. Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountains lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Associate, submit conclusion. What else doesn't make any sense? Alright, okay. Ah, what? Alright, encounters on Dragonspine. We're digging up the entire lore. I almost forgot, Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like... I've been saying since the beginning. Bro, I've been saying since the beginning. It took you this long?
I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. What does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that, after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd locations weren't fresh, which suggests the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there is still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Yaki.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location. And the map was found in his notes.
He could have been set up, Your Honor. Did you take that into consideration, maybe? Maybe it was all her for doing. This literally feels like I'm playing Danganronpa.
That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Yaki's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Herfa, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
But it's not bodies, he didn't say that.
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
It's his clone, I'm telling you.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his
No,
crimes.
slow down.
You're mistaken, Miss Herfa. The story doesn't end here. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret.
Yeah, I remember Eula was there, and I think Rosaria also was there at some point.
His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Oh, he actually did that back then, okay? I couldn't remember that we did this in the quest.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day.
See?
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area.
But technically we should have said that way sooner. Would have like, you know, spared us some time.
If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts.
Huh.
Those innocent people. Their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong. Are you not listening, dipshit?
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
Look at yourself. If you would let me finish, Miss Herfa, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine.
Oh my god, he killed Mika. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you?
Exactly like him.
So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
I can't understand why this event back then was time limited when it's this important. You can't pick up on something that, like, I don't know, 70% of today's Genshin players haven't even played back then because they haven't even picked up playing the game back then. It came out in like 2021 in December, I think?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me, are you not listening? But I never said that someone was a person.
Ta-dum! It was a whopper flower, a chemical being.
I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Oh my god, did someone take a note?
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
Wait, what?
What's going on?
Who are you?
Oh,
Why do you wear my face?
oh my god. They... That's also why Donna has been acting strange and Beatrice. I've been telling you since the beginning of the story that the people in MONDSTADT got replaced.
Hello to you too.
Karma looking her for. I think this is the real one. Because the other one seems to have personal problems with Albedo, which doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
How many people in this trailer are actually real? Is Jean real? Is that why she's not voice acted? Because the real one has been abducted?
I see what's going on here.
Yes, she's got
It's
the
all
question
been
mark.
leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
Okay, I see what's going on here. The Whopper flower that Albedo buried came out of the grave and has taken on Hertha's identity. And this right here is the imposter.
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of MONDSTADT.
Okay, soft. I'm so smart, guys.
Order in the court! I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies. The dragon, Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, the Varlin, defeated Durin in battle and, with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more, revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of... the homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine.
Sounds like you were too quick to assume we were talking about you. Sounds guilty to me.
So this is what I look like when I fly off the
Yeah,
handle.
you're the real one.
You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for?
Put her in jail.
We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
Nah, not right now.
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor? The new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago.
Because you are...
Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused?
But if there's more people being replaced right now, then my theory about the imposter going from impersonating Albedo's body to impersonating Hertha's body doesn't make sense unless there's more imposters now somehow. But that doesn't make sense. Where would they come from?
You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
Unless there's like some anomaly going on.
No, my head. It hurts.
Huh?
The scar is right here.
Okay, it's on her arm. And the other one's just... Okay, that's the other one. I see what's going on.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
I mean, if she's a replica of her body, then she should have it as well. But also, the other Albedo didn't have the mark on his neck. So it would make sense to like, have the scar missing as well.
No need to panic, you can just edit now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, almost one of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force and appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act. Because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices.
Accomplices, then? Miles must be one of them.
There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here. And yet their presence it would impede her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings, you serve as their core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Oh no.
Come on, let's go!
I can fight them. It's no problem.
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
Don't worry, I got this.
She's trying to get away! Stop her! Don't let anyone stand in your way!
There are others trying to get in! Must be more people under her control.
Oh my god, what the heck is going on?
Time to get moving, everyone!
I wish this was voice acted. It would have been so
She
epic.
just leaped across the room!
Huh.
After her!
Go get her!
It's time.
Why is he smiling like, oh god, can we trust him?
Aliens move out. STAT company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. Was this set up just to lure out the imposter? Was Jean and everyone involved? Did they already know what's going on? I kind of think like that's the case, actually. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens. And I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master D-Look picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings.
That's quite an involved plan.
Indeed, follow me.
Okay. So they knew that the imposter escaped and they just tried to lure her out without it being too suspicious, I guess. And now we're in the loading screen. Oh my god, this my soda pop is screaming for me. Oh my god, did someone say, my little soda pop, my little soda pop. Guys, are you normal or do you have like K-pop Demon Hunter's song stuck in your head 24/7? Oh no, the slimes are attacking us. I'm so scared.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not, we've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We know it was only a matter of time before they advanced on MONDSTADT. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
This is kind of irrelevant right now, but with Snezhnaya coming out soonish, I guess, as if we stick to the plan with like every new nation coming out in like July, August, September, something like that. Has anyone played like Dragon Quest XI? Because that was like this ice themed snow town somewhere in like the middle of the game, and they had like a castle and everything and like a town square, and every time I try to think of Snezhnaya, this is exactly how I picture it. So if it looks underwhelming, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
The top of the city wall.
Okay, that's where we gotta go. Alright. Alright. I could have just let him finish his sentence before I start yapping. Oh, hey Mona, what's going on? Optional objectives. Oh, just gonna talk to everyone. Are you voice acted?
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as MONDSTADT citizens, so be sure to exercise caution.
Oh, and my divination revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters.
Yeah, so for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Okay. And then let's go. This is crazy, and this actually reminds me of the first time we played Genshin Impact and yet we had the storm in MONDSTADT going on. And it's crazy to think that this is like actually supposed to be Windbloom Festival right now.
Ah, perfect time, Yaki. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats in the area.
It's been a while, Yaki. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry, my scry class doesn't show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours.
This is crazy. This literally feels like the beginning of Genshin Impact, but with a twist. Like, let me look at the map right. Okay, see, I can't. I just thought the trees looked off, but they always look like that. There is so much going on. Where the heck am I supposed to go? There's like too much here. Alright, I guess I should like maybe help out here.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Yeah, that's me.
Some of the people around here are acting strange.
Oopsie doopsie.
Be careful.
I'm trying. Why do I not have Pyro on my team? I was set up for failure. The Scryglass lied.
Mind to command.
The Scryglass lied. Don't ask why a guy from Natlan is swinging over here with his Dendro Dragon. You don't see shit. It's not real. I'm just a traveler fighting. This is story accuracy. Anything else must be an illusion by alchemy anomalies or whatever. Why do I fail against cryo slimes? This is so embarrassing. I guess I should use Geo instead to break the shields, yeah. Come on, Kinich! You're supposed to be my damage dealer and deal some damage, please. Please, and then another one.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
Problem, bro?
I hope everyone's alright. We really appreciate the help.
Hey, Drunkard 20. What up? Aren't you supposed to do something as, like, I don't know, our Lord and Savior of MONDSTADT?
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming.
It's me.
Help me, please! Someone help me!
It's me. You don't have to act.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens.
It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned.
I agree.
This is so epic!
Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting.
Come on, bring out the dragon.
Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble.
Haha, just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
Of course. People can make new friends when we're not here, you know?
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies as I monitored the situation on Dragonspine. I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and bone.
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest.
Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated that doppelganger Wobbleflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember?
You told me the story of the gardener, I remember. I don't remember, actually.
I'm glad. Dan, you remember what I told you about Subject 2? And this person, to replace Subject 1, he transformed the Wobbleflower into Subject 3, yeah. So there was another impulse on Dragonspine that day. Yeah, I knew it was 3. Okay. Yeah, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine, so you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive.
You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control.
That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help.
Isn't that what you usually do, though?
We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right?
Yes. So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay?
It's okay. Be who you are for your pride. I don't judge.
Alright, this should do it.
Okay. Remix. It doesn't make any sound. Why does it not make any sound? Okay. Weed flex. As long as it's working, I'm not complaining.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
This is literally a throwback to the beginning of the game.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear! All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessings, we will succeed in defending our city.
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
Fenty accidentally reveals his identity to everyone in the town.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice? Venti? Is that you?
Must have been the wind.
Oops.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler, Paimon, and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot.
He looks so embarrassed.
Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the statues of the other areas.
Status, not statues. Sorry, my bad.
Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you.
You're so goofy. This sounds goofy as well. Can't take them serious.
I've got things covered here.
Are you sure? Alright then. Let's proceed. Sucrose. Alright. What else we got? Where's Catherine? Oh. Kaya guarding the bridge. I hope Timmy is insecure. Insecure. I hope Timmy is insecure. In a secure place is what I want to say. He's always insecure. He has daddy issues. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh yeah, there was something in his story with a bridge, I guess, and his father. Oh, look who it is. It's D-Look? Oh. Get back! Of course it's T-Look.
That was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order, Master D-Look. I appreciate the help.
Huh, no need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh well, let me get out of your head then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway.
Suit yourself.
Alright, tell me. When did you notice something myself?
The first trial.
Ah, because of the fake heifer?
No, because of you.
Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough.
No, you weren't nervous enough. Okay, I see.
Tell me then, Master D-Look, when do you think I actually get nervous?
Last night. I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming!
On second thought, best not to think about it.
Look at them. Alright. Okay, I was gonna say, do we have to test trial them? Because we can.
Time for retribution!
Santo retribution, let's go! Pew 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 pew. Sorry, Kaya, but I'm obviously playing the 5-star here. Based.
Verdict is...
I mean, Yeah, okay.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Show me what you got.
Retribution.
You were all I think of every time I drink. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Cool me down, your soda. Na, 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 na. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Bam. Bam, 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 bam.
My flame has been extinguished.
Dude, he died. Well, I guess this answers our questions to who's the stronger fighter, Kaya or Diluc?
Freeze.
Must have been Diluc. Must have been Kaya. Sorry, I messed up here. If Kaya dies, then it must have been the win. Please be the last one. I hope we did this. Alright, we survived. Eyo.
They're over there! Diluc, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you?
We don't have to bring that up.
Well, keep up the good work, and we'll go check on the statues of the other location.
Good luck.
Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end?
Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be
a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always.
We'll see you soon. Of course, stay safe. Dude, I have sore muscles from filming at the concert last night. This should be considered as a workout, because it sure felt like one. Oh my god, Fischl. Please don't tell me I have to voice act Fischl. She's gonna talk for 20 minutes straight. Oh, my entire body hurts from the concert. I was queuing for 7 hours. Get close to the injured now. I know how to use Barbara. She's been my main healer since day one. She did get replaced by Sayu for a couple times though.
I'll protect us.
Okay, apparently I don't know how to use Barbara. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Cause we are hunters, voices strong now, I believe. We're going up, 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 it's on the moment. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Up, 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 it's on the What you got here?
Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out on the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand.
As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
No need to thank me. Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara.
You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. Now it has to be.
Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara?
No, not at all. Did you need anything?
I just want to tell you that over the next few days a lot of things are going to happen in MONDSTADT. Attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself.
How do you know?
Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine and he's our authority on the region, so we should take him at his word.
Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger?
Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people.
But then, who will protect you?
Don't worry, I'll look out for myself. I promise.
Oh my god, is Jean gonna die?
Please let them be okay out there.
Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand?
Of course, come in.
Can we trust you? I don't think we can trust her. Oh, Noelle screen time. Hello there. Oh my god. It's been ages. Bennett. Where's Razor? I miss my boy Razor, bro. He hasn't been in the game in like, what, 3 years? There's Amber. Oh my god, Mika is still alive.
They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 villagers, 2 blazing X-Metachos, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare the mental countermeasures.
Roger that. Oh my god, this is so epic. Everyone's here. Just switch the voice actor strike. Was it going on? Oh god, they're forcing me to play Amber. Oh my god, what? How am I? Who? Okay. Go, Baron Bunny. This is not fair.
Engaging.
This is not fair. Why are you giving me those two to play with? Isn't this supposed to be fun? Alright then.
Baron Bunny!
Go, Baron Bunny.
I don't even know if I can like escape this game mode anytime, or when is it gonna let me out? When can I save, or do I have to play the whole thing again then? I literally don't know. Is there more? Oh god, I gotta. Okay. Oh, okay, calm down. Is there one behind me? No, it's just in front of me. Oh, there's more. Why do I always have to fight with fire and ice? At least give me Klee or something, a good character. Okay, Klee better be staying inside during this mess, but you know what I mean.
Final warning.
This is foul. This is fouler than the foul drops I get from killing Timmy's pigeons. Foul, foul, I don't know what it's called. This is foul. Talk to Amber and Mika. I am Amber and Mika. How am I supposed to talk to them?
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
Noted.
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yes, that's quite a scary thought. I get just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So, you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. No need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula. Alright. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaio's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We need to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. Huh, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get solved. No, because the imposter fell right into her trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
That's crazy.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and her enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Helfer's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So, we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Helfer that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
I'm so sad they changed Paimon's voice so close before the ending.
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
Like, I know people have been hating on Paimon's voice since day one, because everyone said she sounds too annoying, but to me, it makes her sound realistic. It's not like having her sound like the typical adorable anime mascot or whatever, like how they changed Barbara to sound like your typical, I don't know, Love Life Idol character or something. Barbara also was like full of life before they changed her VA. And now I'm kind of like fearing that the same thing happened to Paimon, that she kind of lost like the life in her voice, you know? Like the character, the like, not just being sugary sweet, but being like kind of sweet and sour, you know? Sounds like a Sabrina Carpenter album. Wasn't? No, it's called Short and Sweet. Sweet and sour. Sour was Olivia Rodrigo. It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Yaki. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning.
Me? Well, I didn't even know that was a plan.
And for that you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Helfer, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of her plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decisions to keep that from you. And please don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for MONDSTADT. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of MONDSTADT. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
Okay, so thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Alright, can I make a cut here?
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Guys, can I click this? You are currently in a special story mode. If you leave and re-enter, you may have to experience some of the same content again to continue. Do you wish to... no. No. Oh my god, how long does it go? There's so many side quests going on here. Wait, I want to check out one of them. Oh wait, I see Lisa over here. And Razor! Oh my god, Razor is here. Hi, cutie. Oh, go fight? Alright.
Ah, cutie, it's you.
It's you.
Oh my god.
Good work, everyone. We're here to help.
Razor! I missed you! Everyone is here! Oh my god! Alright. I might just make a long video and cut this into 2 halves. Cause I don't know how long this story is gonna go, bro. Might just go like over an hour, it already is.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little...
I don't want to play the entire sequence again, so...
You're in for a little shock.
Lupical! Come on, Razor, my boy, show what you got. It's been a long time coming. Baby bam, bam. Anyone else? Alright.
It's been a while since I unleashed my lighting during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all. And mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamite school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Don't Google it, Razor, you're too young for that.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Ah, well, it's good to move about every once in a while.
Alright. Okay. Anything else?
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Just don't think about it, okay?
Oh, well, it's good to move about every once in a while.
Okay, that's the same thing we just had. It says there's someone above me. Okay, I gotta fly over here. Wait. We're gonna check this out, guys. We're gonna check out the side quests now. There's gotta be more characters hidden here somewhere, right? Like, I also saw Fischl somewhere. Oh, there's Noelle. Yeah.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight.
Focus in a battle. We've got your back.
Burst forth.
Is that all? Okay, there's one more.
Germinate.
Yeah. I'll be clicking buttons. I'll be mashing buttons, smashing buttons. Dude, I'm wondering if we get like a Summer Island event this year or not, because I thought it would like usually come out around this time of the year. Or maybe in the next version update, I don't know, but I really hope they gotta add one, because I love that they're adding so much lore right now, but I miss the summer event.
Thanks for the help. That was over a lot faster than I expected. I'm sure you have places to be, so don't let me keep you up. Rest assured, I'll keep the people around here safe.
Alright.
Be careful out there, and no victory will be ours.
Alright. Okay, what else we got here? There's so much stuff marked on my map. I don't even know where to start.
Bring it!
Oh, there's something burning over here. Do I have to go down there? Is that where the other person is? Oh wait. Oh, it's Eula. Hi there. You are voice acted, aren't you? Yes, you are.
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
I don't know.
Explain what?
Tell me.
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Yeah, that's true. Just tell us there's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah?
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
Oh shit.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clears.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Huh?
Alright, fighting first, conversation later.
Alright.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere.
Oh shit.
I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Please, not for a speech on her. She's a knight in her own right. She can protect herself.
Crush! Good grief!
Oh, there you are! Klee's here to help!
Beg for mercy.
Can you join my team, please, so I can be done with this faster?
Klee's got this one!
Shut her!
See, kids are fast on their feet.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Klee to the rescue!
Feel this ancient power.
Is she standing somewhere here, or is that just her bombs? I guess now she's spawning. But she's not voicing.
We won!
Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
Actually, he's got a point.
No problem, just leave it to Klee. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
Yeah. I guess so. That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to the headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
That's such a cute show. Such a cute scene. Oh, hello.
It would be an honor. Klee will do her best.
Alright. Does the game ever let me, like, out of this thing? Let me look in the YouTube screen for a second. I'm, like, spoiling myself right now a little bit. I just want to know when I can get out of this quest. Okay, I'm hoping maybe soon. Return to the center of MONDSTADT. Okay. I guess that's where we gotta go next. Right. Have we done every side quest? It doesn't even let me open the map, so I wouldn't know. Oh, there's Jean. Okay. I'm back, Master Jean.
That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise?
Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here.
Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, alright as rain.
We're back! Klee kept Miss Eula safe the whole day.
That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few.
Oh, I didn't find Fischl. Guess she's dead now.
Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all.
Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-reserved break.
I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all.
My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up.
Loose ends? Yes, of course.
You can talk about it back at headquarters. Yaki and Paimon should be there too. Does that mean I can save?
Alright, everyone. Who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest.
Finally.
Wanna come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies.
Yes, yes!
Alright. We did make a lot of progress here.
Hi, everyone.
Hello there.
Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way.
Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life?
No apologies. Just forgot I said anything.
Just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times.
Sure thing. Any notable information on the wind?
Of course. I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger.
Huh. Duran has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about his world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation, it's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Duran's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Duran still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close!
Huh? Please tell me I can save. Phonia? What is a Phonia? Oh, that's a random girl.
Oh, Miss Phonia, here to make your report.
She's an imposter.
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent a message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because under Duran's influence, and you could have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago.
Caught red-handed. And she's trying to run away. No way out of this one, girl. No way out of this one. Don't move. We gotcha. Okay, I can save after this little scene. Well, let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from this power soon. And... Come on. Please. Am I free? Am I free? I'm free to save, guys! Alright, see you in the next episode. I just gotta teleport out of here for safety reasons. See you in the next episode of Genshin Impact. We finally did some progress with the story quest. This was long as hell, bro. I'm not used to making this long videos anymore. Even though these episodes were like way longer. Like Eula's story quest back then was 2 hours long. But see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.